Everybody. Monday, I'm sitting in my car lunch break. Today is a holiday, so I end up sleeping in a little bit late before work because I didn't have to get my child together for school today. So I'm very happy about that. So it's one of them lazy days. So I just got this hair in a ponytail. But let's talk about regrets. I regret knowing the signs, seeing the signs, and not doing something about it, making better decisions. I regret wasting all these years of my life with a liar. I regret helping him out because I still loved him. I regret role reversal. What else do I regret? I regret even fighting for a relationship with him. That's what I regret. I regret all those on so many levels and ways. I regret that I didn't listen to my own gut. And take these off. I didn't listen to my gut and not go forward. I regret that I let him manipulate me, beg for attention, beg just for him to love me, period. I told y'all so many times, I was truly in this relationship. And if I have to beg for your attention, for you to pay attention to me, for things that you know that is wrong, and how you treated me and put me in the background because you know I'm going to be there, and then when I get upset and you know it, then you manipulate yourself back to being acting as if you're working and that you really want to be in this relationship long enough to get me to calm down and stay, and then you go back to your old ways. I regret that. Each year that we had these same fights over and over again about him not paying attention, not listening, not spending quality time. Hell, we haven't been on a date since 2009, 2010. And we just got divorced this year. So that's 11 years since the last time that we actually dated each other. I'm not going to count for my birthday. One agency I worked for, that we used to do birthday gift clubs. And it was around my time I wanted to go to this Tyler Perry play that was in town. And they were so sweet to me, and I was so grateful to them, because if I wasn't a part of that birthday gift club, I truly wouldn't got anything for my birthday. Truly, I wouldn't. If it was something, I'm grateful for a car if that's truly all that could be afforded. But I always do. I told you I celebrate life. So I plan ahead. I start buying stuff early just so that when it comes around, you will have something that you wanted and be able to appreciate. And you know that somebody listen to you and they value you enough. So because of the birthday club, I got those 2 tickets. And they even worked it out to this lady that's my child's goddaughter. She also did contract stuff there. Her and her husband and family to watch our daughter so we can go to it. They took all the planning away. So because of that, I would not count that one. So all the planning, all the trips, everything, I did it. And then, like I said, he would take, once it turned out good, and I would get compliments for it, because I go overboard. I love that kind of stuff. I won't start a party planning business, but I absolutely love doing it. And I do very well, if I have to say so myself. then he wants to take the credit for it and all the he keys for stuff that he'll tell me not to do, not to pay for, not to do this and that and thereof. No matter how far back I have been planning it and making sure there won't be a big cost at one time, there'll be a whole new thing. If I was talking about part of planning, I would give those tips so that I was able to afford it and able to do good things, because I really want to do stuff for people. So anyway, I regret being manipulated for all this time. But the last conversation we had, I had to contact him about our child being bullied, both on the bus and at school, and the toll is taken, and my communication back and forth with the school and the teacher about what's going on. And so I guess it was so relaxed that it kind of felt like old time, and he went to telling me things that was too much, and as if like, who the hell are you talking to? Do you not realize who's on this other end talking to you? My lips are very ashy. I got to do something about it. And so, and each time he does that, it brings something to me. I can tell him how I'm feeling about something. He'll put it back on himself. That's the person he is. I know that once it whatever, I'll be the talk of the town, or I know I won't have but 2, maybe 3 people supporting me. But I like to cuss. How did this get on you and your stuff when it was this was because of your doing? I'm supposed to care. And if I say I don't care, I know you don't care, I just whatever. So he tried to use that against me, because I do care about people and their feelings. No matter how much I don't like a person, I don't ever want to see, ooh, I am bad today. I don't want to see somebody suffer. I don't. I need to work on it and let them suffer, but I don't. So he'll use that, and then I start feeling bad. But now I really don't care. After that conversation, I told him, you know what? Me being around you is not good for me at all. Me being around you or just talking to you, period, even if we can't have a light moment where we be like, oh, okay, maybe we could be friends, does not work. For my own sanity, I need to get away from you. For my own sanity. And even so much as what's going on in our daughter's life, she's old enough where she's 10. She'll be 11 in May. So she always been very vocal, very opinionated. So if something going on with her, once she calms down, she'll tell you from top to bottom. And you've been the parent, you know how to ask questions. So anyway, I said, even when it comes to that, if she wants you to know, she'll tell you. So that's the way it's gonna work. So it's been going good. I just make her put her headphones on because I don't want to hear his voice. And I even on these iPhones you have where, you know, your favorites, and his was at the top because at the time he was, because that's the only my contact person for everything. So I removed him from that. And I tell you, it really has helped not seeing his name up there as much. Some reason that has helped me. But today I get a text from, okay, so his truck, even though we both going to be on the title, I'm the head person, so that truck is basically in my name. This vehicle is in his name. I get a text, okay, 1 month when we first was getting child support. I got child support. We no longer on a joint account, but that was originally my account, so he started a new one. Instead of him going ahead and switching that truck note coming out each month into his, he left it. So I ended up it came out of my account, and he couldn't pay me for it. Mind you, I gave up everything. I left the house. I left the beds, the sheets, the towels, everything. Now I boxed up some small stuff and put it in the back closet because I moved back home with my parents and I really couldn't bring much. But even with that, the stuff that I have boxed up is like paperwork, legal kind of stuff, or some kind of sorority kind of stuff that I have in there. So, or just a little brand new like kitchen supply stuff that I had purchased, because I was buying little stuff at a time because I thought I would be still in that city and get an apartment there. But truthfully, after looking at my finances and what I made and how much rent and all that was going to be, I truly couldn't afford it. So that's why I ended up quitting that job, coming home for a season, so now I can save money, and hopefully next year, this coming year, me and my child can move wherever we want, because I have enough saved up so that it can cover whatever my job might not pay me, and hopefully I'll make enough so they'll continue to be my emergency fund. So that's what my ultimate goal was, to come home to save as much as I can. But in knowing that, and I don't have as many bills on me, I still have a whole child I have to take care of, that I feed, I buy groceries for, I buy clothes. I went and recently bought winter summer clothes that he couldn't give me any money on, and new shoes. She is 11 women, size 16, 18 misses, and she's 10. Now she's 5, I'm 5'5", so she's 5'4". So she's steady growing. And he hasn't chipped in there, but he's taking stuff away, right? So, go back to that note. It came out my account. He could not afford to give it to me. So basically, he didn't pay all the child support. Fast forward, he was trying to give me child support in half. He promised our daughter he was going to come and see her, and because of that reason, he went and had some break work done or something. And he did not have enough to cover, but I guess he thought he was just going to get an overdraft and pay for it later. But with overdrafts, you only could go over a certain amount in overdraft, and they cut it out. So that what happened, it was denied. Because of that, and because of my daughter, yeah, I was dumb, but I love my child. I over the phone gave them my number so it can be paid for. So it took my whole first check, which was that plus some of the child support. So I had to go. I only get paid once a month here like a teacher. I'm used to bi-weekly, but I got to get used to once a month. So I had to go ahead and really budget, really cut back, really not get things that really was needed, nickel and dime, because I paid for that and didn't have anything. Now fast forward to today, he paid me child support and half of the total of what he owed me, and I'm like, I already put down the guideline down that I can't help him. He is the reason for this divorce, with the lies, the manipulation, all that stuff. And because of such, we're no longer together, so you don't get those benefits of me supporting you or helping you. Why? He broke me in so many ways, but why am I still manipulating into helping him? Because he's using my child now, because I don't want to see. We both going through so much. Plus she going through this bully mess, and this missing her dad in that life. You know, I get it. She's the only child, so I get it. So now you're gonna use that. That's the only reason why I helped you, and you knew it. Instead of calling other folks, you called me first, because you knew I would do it. So here it is. I'm thinking everything is cool, kosher. Whether it is or not, I really don't care. I really want to focus in on her and making sure she's okay. That's it. After last week, I promise you that is completely it. If I found the app that he still haven't accepted, so we can communicate. We got the calendar on there, child support things, like where you can keep stuff up. You can even record conversation if you need to. Hopefully don't go down to that. But he hasn't accepted, because I don't want to talk to him in any form, shape, or matter. If he's not doing right by my child, it's nothing I can do about that. I'll try to, on my end, to make her as happy as possible. and listen to whatever she has to do. You know, do what I can. Be supportive. Not spoiling, but just being supportive. Making up in a sense for what he hasn't, but not like that. You know, in another way. Mentally healthy. That's what I'm aiming for. Not buying candy and cookies because she said, or buying clothes and the latest shoes if I can because you said. No, I'm not doing that. I want to do it the mental way, so that way you'll be able to govern yourself. So I get a text. All this is that I got a text is saying, because I told you that truck is in my name, but on the title it's both of us, but that truck is still in my name, so you're going to affect my credit. Saying that the payment was returned. I have enough to cover it, but I'm not. I'm doing my best. I paid off that bill like I told y'all because I'm working on my credit. I'm starting from nothing. He didn't have to start anywhere. Only thing he had to do is maintain what he has. He didn't have to move. He didn't have to do anything but continue to live. When I filed for divorce, that was my money. He didn't have to get an attorney. It was all, he did it. I couldn't stay in it. I want freedom. I want peaceful. And you over here doing all kinds of stuff, and you trying to tell me about it like we best friends, never been married, and I'm cool with your lifestyle. But yet, I don't understand them. I don't want to understand them. I prayed this morning that God, if my release, my freedom, my blessing, my everything is tied up in forgiving him, to work on me to forgive him. But forgiveness does not mean I have to talk to him. I have to be around him. I have to do any and everything for him. It doesn't mean that at all. It's just letting go. I've let go of what this marriage could have been. I have let go of me missing this marriage and him. I let go of him. The only thing that I could think of that I have not done is forgiveness and acceptance. Those two things I have not done. In acceptance, I mean accept what has actually happened to me, what I'm dealing with, the humiliation, the embarrassment, that kind of stuff. I have not accepted it, so I'm still trying to be secretive. I thought to save him and my child, but truly it's to save myself. I don't want people to know the real reason right now of why. And I don't care how my child, how he will feel, my child feel about it, because that's up to her how she feels about it as she get older and she can understand. And whether she think it's right or wrong, or she accept it or she don't accept it, that's not my job. I'm not gonna teach her against anything or for anything. It's whatever she come up with, whatever she decide, is what she do. I'm not gonna influence it in any way. But right now, I'm really trying to save myself because I have not accepted it fully. And because of that, I cannot forgive. I think about all the manipulation. I think about even until here recently. It could be today. But nope. If he paid it late, he paid it late. I did respond back with that text message. You know how you copy and send it? I said, I'm not trying to communicate whatsoever. And he said, oh yeah, it tried to come out mine, and if I look on my account, it didn't try to. Thank God for that, because it would have posted and went through, and I've been sitting here like, where this part of my money is that I got to get through the rest of this month. Today is just the 11th. I don't get paid again to the 30th, really the 31st, but because my bank do a day early, so the 30th. That's 19 days away before I get more. So if I see here to get him out of buying again, What's the purpose? What's the purpose? He still owe me half of that money, and then next month he'll owe me child support. I guess after he completely pay me back in those halves, which the halves maybe that'll help him out more. But get this, I have my whole child. I couldn't bring our little dog because my mom's scared of him, of any dog, no matter the size. So he has the dog temporarily. He hates the dog, but he's doing it for her. But he does anyway. Outside of that, he can get up and get another job. He doesn't have to rush home for anybody other than himself. If he can get money from his mom, that's how he's surviving now. You know, he pays his bills, and then he'll whatever left over, he had to get something from somebody. He's never been a man. Even when I was with him, I took on the responsibilities of making sure everything was taken care of, and he just relaxed. Even when his dad was alive, he did him the same way. So he know how to be taken care of. He doesn't know how to take care of others. And I just chalked it as, you know, in a relationship, somebody is stronger in some area than the other one, but I'm not good in the finances. I just good and not want my stuff taken away. And I like hot water to take baths in and clean my clothes. And I like lights because it's hot in the summertime here and it's cold in the winter, but it's mostly hot. So I'm good in not wanting that. I wanted to make sure that's taken care of. So now he depending on her, and now he's telling me, because that sympathy move, that make me feel bad for a move, that he done started back drinking. He's going to give up the ministry. He's going to do all this and that and blah, 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 blah. But you can spend, if she give him $70, you put at least 20 of them buying, instead of buying food or using it for a rainy day or gas, you want to use it to buy some kind of alcohol beverage, which to each his own if you can afford it. But if you giving off somebody else down, and this lady on modified living, basically, she's retired, her husband died, so she get his check and a little bit of something else. So she's like me, we both got our own. She doesn't have a house note, but still, she got her own stuff she has to take care of, and she got this grown 40-year-old son. Instead of him getting up and finding another job, no matter what it is, he won't do it. He got too much pride, I guess. Because if I didn't have to run home to my child, feed her, do homework, and everything else, I wouldn't care what kind of extra job, because I know I want more for myself. Even for her, if I could work it out where I can have a babysitter that'll cover at least 4 hours each day, I would. I would pay that babysitter, and I would go work this part-time job, because me working it, my savings will get greater, and I can give her the life that we both deserve. How about that? But he's by himself other than our dog, and he got too much pride to go and take a stalking job at Walmart at night. But you gonna ask your mom that's in her 70s for money. You asking your ex-wife who got your child that you barely giving child support to, because you take it right back through some kind of bill or something going on that I end up having to take, you know, to handle. And this will be the case too, but I'm not. My credit is going up finally. It's going up, and in 30 days that thing will be off, which is at the end of this month, and it will go up some more. I'm almost where I can be to qualify for so much more, but him doing that kind of stuff. So I did suggest that I get that truck, he get this car, because you know it's in his name, the other one's in mine, and I just traded in for something cheaper, actually, because this car note is $5 something a month. I need something under 4, tell the truth about it, 4 and under, so that way, you know, that's steep. And how much I make, it's not gonna kill me, But I'd rather spend more on the house that I will own than a car that after so long you got to put in work to, and you got to do so much on it, and the value depreciates like no other. I'd rather spend it on more. I don't know. I'll buy me a good used car that, shoot, that's $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. I don't really care about the appearance of that. As long as it's a good car that can get me back and forth where I need to go, I'm fine with it. So give me that. You get this. I'll trade that in for me a good used car and something I can pay for in less than 5-6 years. And especially if I were to end up staying here another year, maybe I could possibly pay that off, because double up on the note so I know I'm doing something right. I don't know. But I don't need him to have any leverage on my credit. None. Because I have our child. And I have all the responsibility of our child. Wherever I move, I have to make sure that she's okay and everything's whatever. So all that to say how much I regret. I regret love. I allowed it to blind me, and now here we are. So yeah, I had to have a thought, and it got to me this morning once I saw it, and him knowing how he could go get another job anywhere. Truly, he can't. He a man. He can get a job anywhere. He can go to UPS, FedEx, and do the night. So go from there to their work, go home, go to sleep, and start it all over again. That's what most men that I know would do for their family. It ain't even a family per se. He'll be working to catch himself up so he won't have to worry his mom and use me, which in turns hurt his daughter. I'm doing the best I can to keep her motivated, to keep her involved in things with my little bitty check. He always made more than me. He should be okay. But he's not. Or is he okay but just manipulating the whole situation? I don't know. But God got me. And if I don't know, I might need to call my attorney to see what we can do till I can get this truck, or call that company to see if I have to take off here and take a major loss. How this agency works. If it's a holiday and you don't have enough of time, like say I took 8 hours. I have 5 hours now, but say I took 8 hours. So there's 3 hours that I don't have to cover. It's okay, say next month. It will be next month. So I didn't have enough to cover that. I would in turn give them those little hours that I have. Whatever holiday, I would not get paid for it. So like they off Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for Thanksgiving. My check will be deducted Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. If by chance I came in here on that Wednesday to work and that Friday to work, it does not matter. I was still, and I worked it, I will not get paid those days. So in order to go somewhere, I got to make sure I have time, or otherwise I get paid once a month. I will have whatever hours for that day that I didn't have to cover, plus those 3 days out my check. I gotta turn this air on. It is very hot, so I hope it's not. But yes, I'll have to take a big loss just to go and fix something that I shouldn't have to worry about.